Hi all, welcome to the Data Mob. Today again we are going to take another interview question because you need to be confident in an interview and you can only gain confidence by practicing more and more questions. So let's dive into today's question. The question for today is write a Python program for rotation using reversal algorithm. So here we are going to use reversal algorithm to rotate a given array with the number of digits that will be given to us. So let us try to understand what we are going to do in the solution. So in today's question, we are going to let's assume an example of this array. This array consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now this array is split into two parts after two numbers because we were given that the array needs to be split after two positions. So this was mentioned in the question. After we split it into after two positions, we will then place the both parts in different places. Then we have to reverse every part one by one. So this part that is 1 and 2 is coming on the left side, which will become 2 comma 1, and the other part which is 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 will become reverse. So for reverse we go from right to left, that is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, that you can see here. So after this we have to combine both the resultants that then will give us 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. After this you have to reverse the whole result, that will give us 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So from our initial given array, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we had to rotate two digits towards the left. So the result would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. This is how we are going to get today's solution. So let's dive into the code for the solution. First of all, let us write the driving code for the program. The driving code will be, let us initiate an array with the name ARR, which will be as follows: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. This is our array we are going to work upon. Then let us use then we are going to uh, do two things. We are going to first rotate, that we are going to apply the operation that is needed, and after that we will need to print it. So for these both the functions we will create two functions. So let's call the first function left rotate. So let's call it left rotate because we are going to rotate it towards the left side and give it parameters the actual whole array and then the positions after which we have to rotate. This could be a variable like d and you can input it from the user, but for this example let us take 2. After this we will be printing the array. So let us call the function print array, and in brackets let's write the final array that we will be getting after using left rotate function. I would advise you all to follow along and write the code with me and not wait till the end, because writing the code along with me would be helpful for you and you will keep understanding everything that you will write. If you wait till the last, then you might get confused upon what all happened and you will need to go through the video then once again, which can be a waste of time. So follow along with me and open your IDE right now and start to type your code. Now we have to first define this function, because after if we take the sequence of this program, then this array is initialized and after that this function is being executed. So let's write what will happen in that function. So as the name suggests, left rotate, we will rotate the elements towards the left in the array, colon enter. Inside the array we will take n is equal to length of the array. Len is a function that will provide the length of the array or the size of the array. Inside this rotate function left rotate function, we will use another function which we will name as reverse array, because as I have already mentioned here in the presentation that we are going to, let me show you the presentation again. As I mentioned here, we are going to rotate it, but for that we are going to reverse the array in parts. So first we will reverse this part, then we will reverse the second part, and then we have to connect them and again reverse the whole part. So that is why we are going to need another function that will be our reverse function. So let's write the reverse function for the program. Let's name it simply reverse array and provide it the array, and so first we are splitting into two parts. So let's take it from 0 to the position that we are going to split it after, that is d minus 1, because you know Python's indexing is from 0, so 0 to d minus 1. After that we are going to reverse the second half, that is d to n minus 1, which is the last element. N minus 1 will be our last element. That's why let's go and reverse array, pass the array d to n minus 1. If you are getting confused, do not get confused. You will understand as we proceed further. Please have patience. Again reverse array. Now this time we are going to reverse the whole array. I have a spelling mistake here. Sorry for that. So the spelling mistake is repaired. Reverse array. Now this time we are going to join the full array and now reverse the full array as I mentioned in the PPT. So for this we will start from the 0th index and end upon the n minus 1, which is the final index. Now let us write the function above this, because as you all might already know, the function needs to be defined before it is being called. Let us write the function reverse array, in which we will have parameters array and the start position and the end position, that is the indexes of starting and ending of the array. In this we are going to take a loop, that is while loop, and while we will loop on the start variable, which will be lesser than end variable. So you need to understand, this might be a confusing part. Let me write the while loop first and then I can explain clearly. Temp is equal to array of start, array of start is equal to array of end, then array of end is equal to temp. This is very simple three statements where we are taking the value of array of start, that is the first index, into the temp. Then we are taking the value of array of end into array of start, which is the last index to the first index, and then we are taking the value that we stored in temp and put it on the end of the array. So let me explain how this will work. Let's get back on this PPT. So here you might see, let's take the second group. So from this group, if we bring it here, that we have sent, let us assume that we have called the reverse array function. In this we have provided the start and the end, which is the 2 and 6. In this we have provided the values as the whole array, then 2 and then 6. For this we are going to take the start as 2 and end as 6, which will have the values 3 and 7. So as we proceed, the first instance of this while loop will have value start is equal to 2 and end is equal to 6. Then the value of 3 will be stored in temp, the value of 7 will be stored in place of 3, and the value of temp will be replacing the value of 7. So you see, the 7 will come here and 3 will go here in the first loop of while. Then after that, the second value and the second last value will be exchanged similarly. After that, the 5 value will remain same because the while loop will end before we come to 5. That's why we have start less than end in the condition of while. Coming back to the code, as you have understood how the while loop will work, let us but for that while loop to proceed in the next step, we will have to increment the start variable as well as the decrement the end variable to come towards the middle. In this way, our reverse array will work, and you have already understood how the left rotate function will work. So now let us try to run this program. I'll press Control Enter, and it is giving an error. Let's find the error. It says invalid syntax. Okay. So you see, errors are a very integral part of programming, and we have found an error here. Why we have found this error? Because we haven't used the def keyword, which is used for defining any function. Here also the same mistake was happened, that we did not use def to define the function. Now we have used def, and let's see it works or not. So we'll have the indentation problems here. Let us cut this all the text and paste it after we have right indentation. Now this will work better, and same with the above function. Okay, so there is a spelling mistake in while, while. Now this should work. We have another error. So now okay, so the only error we have now is print array is not defined, because we have still not defined print array. So let us define print array, and that has to be done before we use the array. We have to define the print function. So let's define the print function, def print array. This is a simple loop where we will be printing every element one by one. You need to only provide the array here. Inside the function, we will have for loop, which will be looping on I in the range of 0 to length of array. That will be the last element of the array, from the 0th element to the last element. We will printing every element one by one. Another spelling mistake. C. So let us give a better printing. Now it is printed in the form of the array. So let us first print the initial array. Okay, print array. So if we run this code, Right. So the initial array was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and after our processing of the program, we get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, as I already mentioned from the start. So let us understand what has happened in the array. First, we have declared the array 1 to 7, then we printed the array, that is the initial array. This is a new line character that gave this space, and then we gave left rotate, this left rotate function, the array, and 2 as the size it have to rotate. So it will rotate two numbers towards the left. Inside this function, we will be passing array and the size up to which we have to rotate. The n will have the length of the array, which is the size of the array. Then reverse array, we are using the reverse array function. We will be passing the array, then we'll passing the start and the end up to which we have to reverse. We want to reverse the array, which will be 0, and the number of positions we want to pass, so it will be 2, but indexing is starting from 0, that is why we have to subtract 1 every time. So this will be passing to reverse array function. Reverse array function takes in the array and the start position and the end position. It will loop on the uh, array from the start to the end position and reverse the whole array. After that, we provide the reverse array d to n minus 1, the second part of the array. Then that part is also reversed, and after that we provide the whole array and reverse the full array, which will provide us this solution, that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, which is the required solution for the question Python program for reverse algorithm using array rotation. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, share and comment, and subscribe to the Data Monk. If you want more awesome content, you can check out our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.